Alright, what's up guys? So this is just a quick tutorial on the edit on release and scroll wheel reset remaps and the Autorun mod for the Fortnite era. So what you're gonna want to do is firstly, if you have them downloaded, then this is fine. But if you haven't had them if you don't have them downloaded, just come here, download all of these. They should show up in your downloads folder. From there, what you're gonna want to do is the .sig and the .pack. These are the two mods. So the .ahk files, those are scripts for AutoHotKey, which is something that it pretty much, it's just a remapper. So it's like for rebinding stuff that you can't rebind in actual games, which is why this works. But after you have these downloaded, again, you're just gonna so for me, like the Fortnite 3.5, Fortnite game content, and then packs. This is where all the mods, where you keep all your mods. So I mean, all of this is default in here, but this is where you're gonna want to put the .sig and the .pack folders. That's the actual mod. From there, what you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to move the two AHK folders, which will probably look like a text document, like, I don't know, I'll just name it. It'll look something like that, because you might not have AutoHotKey installed yet. So just search up AutoHotKey. This is their official website. The download that you need is, so for some people, version 2.0 hasn't been working properly. I'd recommend then downloading version 1.1 to start with, despite the fact that it says it's outdated. I still go with that one just because, again, the scripts are written to be run in that version. If that doesn't work, try 2.0. And if even that doesn't work, you can fiddle around with, I don't know, just 1.0. But one guy who downloaded 1.0, it just didn't work at all. So once you've downloaded it, like I'll just do an example here. I already downloaded it, so you're just going to want to do the setup, allow, and I already have it downloaded, so this is why it says install as additional version. But don't go with custom installation. Go, because obviously it also says not recommended, just go with the one that it says. Once that is installed, you don't need to do anything within AutoHotKey, like the application itself. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to these, which will probably still look like test documents for you. But for the edit on release one, you're going to come here, you're going to open with Notepad, and then because G is the default edit bind for Fortnite, that's just what it is in the script. But let's say your edit key is F, just come here, for every G that there is, replace it with an F. That's all you got to do for that one. Then save as, and on release, it'll just say on release.ahk. Because you want to make sure that it saves as the AHK document. I'm not going to do that because I already have it, but that's what you need to do. From there, you can then open it, and if both of them, they should just both open. If they don't, then there's a few things you can try to troubleshoot to find out. It maybe reinstall them. I know some people reinstalling them has helped, but yeah, that if they should just open and be fine. From there, it's now running the scroll wheel. Now the scroll wheel one, important to note, this will appear. I don't go to general, but timed out there. But I'm scrolling down right now and it's inputting that. So you can either F6 to toggle scroll off. You see it says script off, or you can close it. So this is where because as well, because of the other script that is running, sometimes letting go of left click will input G, and that's what the script says it is supposed to do. So just come here and exit both of them, or again, toggle the one off. Exiting is just easier, and then scrolling down will, not have any effect. The other thing to note is that if you want to change what you use, like mouse button as edit, let's say you use that, just come to the list here, because they have a list of all the keys. So, you know, left mouse button, right mouse button, this is what you're going to want to input into text. So if you use like mouse button 4 to edit, where you have G, you're going to want to input the X button 1, or, you know, mouse button 5 is going to correspond to X button 2. So that's what you're going to put in place, just like with F, you're going to want to put that in place there. What else? As for that, these should run, and you'll be able to do edits in scroll wheel reset. It is a little janky, I'll show that in a second, but that should be that. The other thing to note, one more thing, is for people who have keyboards that use different languages, like maybe German or Dutch, you might not like for the one guy, he was German, these brackets were inputting, they weren't inputting the open and close bracket, so just make sure that the brackets actually are inputting, otherwise it won't work. Or you can come here similarly to what you did with the other one. This is where it's just a send, so you can put this to anything, but that just means that you have to then change it in era Fortnite, which I'll show you quickly. Okay, so we're now in Project Era. This is the single player version, so you can come here to test that the binds are working. Basically, we'll just hop into a game quickly. So once we load in, I'll show you what you need to rebind within the game to make sure that this works. I can show, well, while that's loading, I'll quickly show how to get this one. So if you come here to the downloads for the Era Discord, here's Era 2.0. They say single player only. This is where you can download this launcher. It comes as a .rar folder or raw folder, and you know, just unzip it and get the Fortnite launcher from there. It looks slightly different. The multiplayer launcher looks different to this. I'll show that quickly. The multiplayer launcher will look like this. So you can see there are two different things. This is the multiplayer launcher. This is the single player launcher. So if you want to do the single player one, which is just, as you can see, I'm in a server, I'm by myself. The battle bus will start in a second. But firstly, Autorun should just work. I'm not pressing sprint or anything. I'm just pressing W and it's sprinting. If this doesn't work, if the actual mod doesn't work, you can try reinstalling the mods and re-putting it back in your folder. As for what you need to rebind, just go to your building edit, and the secondary edit should be open bracket, which is again in correspondence to the script, and your reset will be close bracket. So this should then mean that inputting, give me a sec, but this should mean that inputting scroll wheel down will be basically just spamming open and close bracket, which will edit, reset, and then confirm the edit for this one, in this version. Again, it's a little bit janky, it doesn't work all the time. Same goes for confirm edit on release. Confirm edit on release is slightly more reliable. Mainly that would be due to like the servers and the ping for this. Obviously, you know, it's like a modded Fortnite client, so I'll just show it quickly. So normally you have to edit, and then, you know, this is without the scripts running, so that's the other important thing. This is without scripts running, right? It's not working. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to go to your desktop and just double click both of these. To make sure that they're running, check this, and they should both show up as running. Now that the scripts are running, you'll see that edit on release works and scroll wheel reset also works. It's this simple. F6, like I said, toggles scroll wheel off, so now scroll wheel reset will no longer work. As you can hear, I'm scrolling and it's not doing anything. F6 again should toggle it back on. One sec. There we go. Toggle it back on, and as you can see, it's now working. So it works most of the time. Again, a little janky. You can reliably do double edits. Triple edits are a little bit more difficult to always do. But I mean, like, it's original Fortnite on like a modded client, so it's not gonna be up to par in terms of building. But you know, that's not really what you're here for, is to sweat. If you want to sweat, I guess just go back to original Fortnite. This is kind of just like a set of, you know, quality of life changes just for people who don't really want to have to like relearn editing the old way, and then also not have to be holding shift or control the whole time. Last thing, if you do have a language or using a keyboard that uses a different language that maybe doesn't have the open and close brackets, what you want to do is, with the script, it's a matter of just changing it to so the send is, you're gonna want to just change this to, I don't know, for example, I'll just choose like hang on, I'm gonna see what won't break anything. We'll just do 9 and 8. So everywhere that there's an open bracket, change it to 9, and everywhere that there's a closed bracket, change it to 8. Save as, I'm going to just say this is 2 so that I have it somewhere else. AHK2. And then this should be on your desktop. There we go. It took a minute to pop up. I'm going to close. I'm just going to close it. I don't know which one's which. But I'm going to do this quickly. And it should be that now scroll wheel is spamming the inputs of 9 and 8. All you have to do here is scroll down here. I'm not going to scroll because I can't right now. But just set this to 9 and set this to 8. And it will perform in exactly the same way as it was with the opening and close bracket. So scroll wheel reset again. I don't have the edit on release one on, so let me just go turn that on quickly. But it is that easy. Just go to your desktop and turn it on. And as you can see, scroll wheel reset works. It's fine. But yeah, that should be it.